What's up, guys? Welcome back to the second channel. Now that I am doing YouTube full-time and I'm starting to kind of get a pattern set, I'm going to be able to give this channel a lot more time. That and there's a lot of weekly anime that I watch now that keeps coming out. I obviously still watch Dragon Ball Super in English. I watch One Punch Man. Now I'm watching Attack on Titan now that it's back, and I still watch Boruto. So with these coming out weekly, I can obviously pump out more and more videos until I can get this channel like really going. And there's actually a lot of people that kind of watch this week to week, and the views are like somewhat decent. Then I'm gonna have to just pump these out and just give little quick reviews until I can sort of sit down and give a little bit more in-depth reviews. I just don't have enough time to give this channel like all of my attention since I have to focus so heavily on Twitch and my other channel. This is basically like a second job that I don't get paid for. I just enjoy doing it, and I would like to one day get to that point that this channel makes money as well. So until then, I'm just going to do, like I said, these quick little rapid fire review kind of things. And to start us off, I'm going to talk about episode 108 of Dragon Ball Super. This is the one about Frieza and Frost. Now, I have seen everything in Japanese, so I'm completely caught up on everything Dragon Ball. So I like to go back and watch these episodes when they're released on the Adult Swim app. I think they air every Saturday night, and then I try to watch them as soon as they go live on the app. But yeah, there's some slight differences and stuff, which I like to look for because I like watching it in English because that's what I grew up on. And there's some like translation differences and stuff. But for the most part, they try to keep it pretty much the same. But this one has Frieza and Frost, which is voiced by Chris Ayres and Greg Ayres, his older brother. And I mean, they both do a really great job, especially the fact that they like switch with each other all the time. Like Greg will come in and voice Frieza for video games and stuff because Chris has health issues, so he can't voice Frieza all the time. So I thought it was pretty cool that they had an episode where they were both in it together and they were playing like polar opposites from different universes. That was pretty neat. Now, one of the things I really loved about the Tournament of Power was them adding Frieza to it. I didn't like Frieza at first. I thought that was going to be pretty stupid because I really wanted Majin Buu to get his time to shine. But I mean, I really like the way that Frieza acted in this tournament, and this episode's a really good indication of that because he tricks Frost. So that's badass. And Frieza just doesn't care. Frieza just, he would have beat the crap out of Gohan if Gohan didn't catch on to what Frieza was doing. So Frieza, at the beginning of the tournament, made it a little bit of an agreement with Frost that they were going to work together. Frost obviously doesn't know who Frieza is. He just saw that they were of the same kind of species, so that was enough for him to want to work together with Frieza. And then Frieza does what Frieza does best, and that's backstab and lie. And he tricked Frost, and he kicked Frost out of the ring, and Frost got pretty pissed off, and then he went to retaliate, and then the Xenos erased him completely. I remember when I originally watched this episode in Japanese, I was like, holy shit. Wow, so much happened. Like Frieza, I can't believe Frieza did that. Frieza actually helped Gohan. And Frost just straight up got eliminated, just completely erased. So I thought this was a pretty good episode. I also, when this aired in Japanese, they almost had like no references to the fact that he was a yard rat. Like they didn't reference it at all. At least in English, they're pointing out the fact that he knows instant transmission and the fact that Goku knows it, and they're at least aware of him like being there and what he is. They didn't reference that in any way, shape, or form in Japanese. I guess we're just supposed to assume. I don't know. So I like some of these parts in English better because they actually go a little more in depth and they fix some of the things that people had problems with in the Japanese version. There was a lot of people complaining that they didn't have any references to the yard rat, and then they actually sat down and they figured out the voice lines that would actually make it work. So I appreciate that in the English dub. And I thought it was cool to see a yard rat. I don't really understand how he's in Universe 2. Did he just instantly transmit over to Universe 2? Is there another yard rat on Universe 2? Are they originally from Universe 2? Like, we're not going to get any of these questions answered, but I mean, I guess it was cool just to see how he fights and stuff, and then Frieza beat the crap out of him. So this was a good episode. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to, I think it's next week. is where Jiren gets involved. It's either next week or the week after. But this is the first time that we actually see Goku versus Jiren, and he's going to get his butt kicked, and it's going to be pretty interesting. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode, if you saw it. What did you think? I don't know how many of you are Dragon Ball fans. I would imagine some of you probably are, since this is going to be heavily Dragon Ball focused on this channel. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you agree, or give it a thumbs down if you disagree. And that's going to do it for me, guys, and I will see you in the next video.